Yeah. Let's go. I got a vision I see in my head, a melody buried deep into my soul. They call us crazy, we cutting the edge, unlocking the future and letting it go. This is a calling that's higher. The time we decided our stories are gonna be told. This is where legends are born. We paving the road, a future that favors the bold. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Break the rules, break the laws. This is the moment we change it all. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness, yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. This is the truth, into the light. Taking our dreams and we bring them to life. Yeah, greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Legendary in the making. Reach out and we take it. About to emerge, we on the verge, and it feels like greatness. Yeah. Woo! Greatness.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Millwoods Rink. We got a rematch of CAC Imperial Equities against CAC Think Green. Last time these two teams met at Terwilliger, this ended in a 3-3 draw. We're ready to go here, folks. Puck's about to drop. Welcome to the game. And the puck drop goes to the far side. Equities is going to pick it up, slide it over into their own zone off the near boards, turned around by Carson and back into the Equities zone. Here comes Equities. They flip that off the glass and into the Think Green Alberta zone. Back for it is Nate. He's going to cycle around to the far side. Wheel it up the boards. Here he comes into the zone. Tried to make the inside move. Loses the puck behind the net. Picking that up is Thomas in front. Quick one by... that was a quick one by Boss, but it was a blocked shot. Immediately Imperial Equities coming out. They dump it into the Think Green zone. Think Green takes it on the far boards. Justin tips that forward. Picked up by Equities in the zone. They're going to dump it behind the Think Green net. Number 15 coming out the near side for Equities. Good stick by Thomas, puts that into the neutral zone. Number 6 is going to take that for Equities, and they're going to dump that into the zone. Near side, Loic puts that off the boards. Reed got to chip that out, trying to chase that up is Damon. He loses the puck, picking up in the far zone. Jackson for Imperial Equities, comes back. Here comes at the line, Loic tried to dance inside. Thomas knocks that out for Equities. Think Green gonna start again. Coming up the near side, here's Sharkey with it. Cross ice, dump it into the far corner. Jackson for Equities gets it up, right up to Thomas. Thomas is gonna come up, coming out to center. He's challenged by Loic, trying to come down the left side. Thomas loose in front of the net, picking it up is number 15, Tristan. He puts it out to center. And Equities is going to start it. Xander for Equities dumps it in net. Bauer makes the save, passes it over to Loic for Think Green. He spins around behind the net, looking for the pass for this breakout. Just dumped it out of the zone, kept in by number 10 Xander again, and then dumped off the far boards. It's going to go back into the Equities zone. Pass up the left wing, dropped for number 18. Xander gets it again. He dumps it into the near corner. Rushing on to it. Evans going to pick it up for Think Green. Pass it over to Lucas. Lucas tried to center it. That's picked up by Equities. Oh, jump back to the far boards. Caden's going to pick it up. Caden for Equities. Coming in the right wing of the Equities zone. Sorry, Think Green for Caden. Back to the point. Lucas is going to rip one. Tipped And number 8 for Equities coming away with it. That's Brogan. Brogan coming up the near boards, rubbed out by Caden. Puck comes loose, stopped at the line by Evan. Caden puts that to the far side. Lucas tried to jam that in the middle. Puck comes back to Evan for Think Green. Tipped forward by Finn. Still up for grabs here in the neutral zone. Put up the near boards. Here's Caden. Couldn't make the inside move against number 4. That looks like Benny. Equities trying to go up the far boards. Kept in the line by Nate. He fires one. Tipped just over. That didn't miss by much. Caden was lined up in front. Bennett trying. Oh, that's Oliver. Check that. Reverses it back behind the net over to the near side. Oliver. Oh, that's Benny. I can tell the way he skates. Tipped into the Think Green zone. Nate's going to go back. Started off for his team. Wheel around to the far side. Coming up the ice now. Nate coming hard down the right. Tried to center it. Now it comes back to Thomas. Thomas, the shot just misses on the near side. Boss tries to cycle that back to Carson. Turn around. There's a great shot by Justin. And it's right underneath the pads of Parker. And the Sneezer gets the save with 16-12 left in your first period. No score on the board. Face off near side in the equity zone. Think Green wins it. Comes back to the point. Finn's going to dump that. No, that's Case dumped that down low. Pardon me. Far side. Equities dumps that behind the Think Green net. Over on the near side. Tristan trying to move it up the near boards. Comes back to the point. Number 12 with the shot. Bauer's going to take that in the chest and hang on. Whistle goes. 15:49 left in the first period. No score on the board. Face off in the Think Green zone. Equities has it, trying to center that. That's put back to the near corner. Thomas tries to move that back to the point. That's intercepted by Think Green. There's a penalty coming here. Boarding penalty being issued to Reed. Reed Jess, number 9 for Think Green, Alberta, being escorted to the sin bin. He's going to take a 2-minute penalty called with 15:33 left in the first period. Think Green wins that. Nate goes into the near corner, tracked down by number 17, Eric of Imperial Equities. Go back to the point. Number 12 is Max. Puts it to the far side. Put it in front. Bauer with the pad save. Pick to the far boards again. Finding that is Caleb. He's going to send that down the ice. Imperial Equities. Number 12, Max, is trying to skate it out. He's wheeling it, coming down the slot, coming down the right side. It's chipped off his stick, goes into the near corner, put out in front for number 8, and he couldn't pull it. Brogan couldn't pull it for Imperial Equities. Sent back into the equity zone. Parker is going to pass it over to Max. Sent back behind his net for Keenan. Keenan drops it for Brogan. Brogan comes up the near side to Max. Far side for Keenan. Keenan up the boards, picking it up is Eric. Eric coming in the left wing. He's tracked down by Lucas and put against the far boards. Tried to drop that for Brogan. Back to the point. Here's Keenan with a shot glove save. Bauer. And we'll get a stop with 14:22 left in the first period. Imperial Equities still on the power play for another 49 seconds. They're going to take the face-off on the far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Face-off won by Equities. Quite a good chip by Caleb. Puts it to the blue line, held in on the far side by Oliver. Put that in front, and that's going to be cleared away by Damon. Not out of the zone now. Number 10 for Equities takes a shot right into the midsection of Loa. Puck bounces to the far boards up near the blue line. Put down low. Return pass. Good stick there by Caleb. Takes that opportunity away, and Damon's up the ice. Going one-on-one against number 10 of Equities. Moves to the left side. Drops it back for Case. Equities going to jump on that, come up the near boards. Eric's going, no, that's Xander. Going up the left side. Drop pass. There's a shot. He paid the price. Thomas paid the price for taking that shot. Puck comes into the near boards. Thrown down low. Comes off the side of the net. Picking it up is Lowick. He turns that into the corner. Reed is out of the box, so the Imperial Equities power play unsuccessful. Thomas keeps it in the corner. Still battling for it there. Near corner of the Think Green Alberta zone. Comes back to the point. Number 6 with the shot. Knocked down in front. Bauer's going to hang on as it trickles towards him. Jackson Turcotte trying to rip one from the right point. It's knocked down in front, and Bauer is going to find that loose puck and hang on with 13:08 left in the first period. Face off near side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Put off to the boards, return to the face-off dot, and then back into the right corner here. Wheeled around behind the net from Evan over to Lucas. Lucas trying to connect with Santi. Couldn't get to it. It passes right through and all the way down the ice. Icing gets called with 12:56 left in the first period. Well, by now, when we played last at Terwillegar, we already had a couple of major penalties and one player tossed. This much more classy game. Off the draw, Think Green wins it, and Lucas trying to rip it around the boards. It pops up kind of high on his stick and into the spectator netting. We're going to redo the face-off down low on the right side or the near side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Jacob Hoare taking the face-off against Finn Sample. And that's moved around the far side. Lucas trying to look for Caden. That's stopped at the line by Max. Coming over. Finn off the boards looking for Caleb. Max is going to put that back into the zone. Sorry, Xander. Xander number 10 for Imperial Equities. Lucas for Think Green. Moving it behind his net over to the near side to Santi. Santi puts up the boards. That's held in by Jacob Hoare. Going back to the point, shot by number 4, Oliver West. Bauer drops down, handles that pretty easily. Play stops with 12:24 left in the first. Think Green Alberta wearing the light jerseys today. Imperial Equities has the darks. Face off won by Think Green. Carson had the puck turned over to Thomas right away. Back to the point, number 12 with a shot tipped. Puts wide and it goes in. It was tipped and it just reaches in that far post, making it in. Shot from, I think it was Max at the point. And in front, Tristan. Able to tip it, and it just goes in the far post and circles in. First goal of the game comes 12:12 left in the first period, and Imperial Equities takes the lead just about halfway through the first period. Imperial Equities controls the puck after that face-off. Boston tried holding it at the line, but it comes out, and as he dumps it in, Think Green touches it. Offside called with 12:02 left in your first period. Face off far side of the ice, just in front of the Imperial Equities zone. Think Green wins it. There's a high shot by Carson. Putting it down is Parker. We're going to continue play here. Moving over is all up. Gonna figure that out. Little short side. There's Boston with a shot. Good save by Parker. Cleared away to the far boards. Thomas for Imperial ends up with the puck going down the left wing. Comes into the Think Green zone. Centering pass. That's picked up by Case. Case is going to come down. Making a move to his left. Rips it low on Parker. Parker swallows that one up. He'll hang on for the whistle with 11:29 left in this first period. Parker keeping his team in the lead there. Good rush down the left side by Case. No rebound given by Parker. And Imperial Equities hangs on to that 1-0 lead. Face off near side in the Equity zone. Comes to the point, but Think Green throws it down low. Damon tried moving over there on the side. Ended up with the puck is Jackson. He moves up in the near side. Pass into center ice. Pops off his stick. Back to play it is Loic. Loic moves it over to Case. Case uses the boards to put that out to the neutral zone. Picking that back up is Jackson. He's going to try and go to the far side. Nobody there. Picking it back up is Loic. Loic cycles behind his own net. Puts it off the boards. Held in by Jackson at the line here. Comes into the high slot. Chopped free by Think Green. Picking up the puck is Damon. Damon tried to make the centering move. That's taken away by Imperial. There's a hard one on the far side. Reed going down. Imperial gets the puck back. Jackson puts it up the near boards. Rushing onto it is Lucas. He takes the puck, passes it back to his own zone. Sharkey going to start with it. Sharkey dumps that into the Imperial zone. Picking that up is Keenan. Keenan going to his right side over to Nicholas. Loses the puck in front of his own bench. Imperial starting again. Keenan puts that off the glass all the way down the ice. And icing will be called against Imperial. Will take the face-off down in their zone on the far side of the ice. Play stops. 10:08 left in the first period. Imperial comes away with the puck, putting it off the glass is Xander. Knocked down by Lucas, put back into the Imperial zone. Dumped wide of the net, picking up on the near side was Oliver. Ethan tried carrying the puck, he was knocked down at center. Think Green coming back in the zone. Far side, Caden. Caden couldn't get it, he was fed by Bryce. Comes back over to the near side. Evan with it. He's knocked down, but Bryce comes away with the puck. Tried to carry it into the slot. He loses the puck. Walking out with it is Jacob. Turned around. Evan knocks him down and puts that puck back into the Imperial zone. Xander put it up the far side. Lucas knocks it down. Voss chops that back in. Xander for Imperial puts it off the glass. Past Lucas and down the ice. Icing waved off. I guess Lucas got a chip on that. Evan with it, reverses behind his own net, sends it over to Lucas. Lucas for Think Green. Centering pass up to Thomas. Here comes Thomas coming through, makes a move to the left wing, dumps it down low. Makes the move around Max. But Imperial picks up the puck anyway, moving it to the far side is Brogan, kept in at the line by Case. Sent back out by Imperial, turned around at center. Coming up the left side is Brogan. Brogan couldn't do anything with it. Cycles it to the open side of the ice. Tom's got a stick on it, but keeping it in the zone is Max. Dump behind the Think Green Alberta net. Boston trying to squeeze off the chuck. Puck comes into the corner. Move back to the point. Kept down. Turning around is number 17, Eric. Eric looking for that centering pass. Comes back to the point. Number 12 loads up Max. Puts it down low. That's knocked down in front of the Alberta net. And Think Green clears it out. Comes off the near boards. Back to play it is Max. Far side. Eric's going to dump that. Go for a line change. Think Green starting their own zone. Carson centering pass. Tipped forward by Damon. Over to Sharkey. Sharkey dumps that. Caleb picks it up behind the Imperial net. Damon ends up with the puck in the near corner. Still battling for it. Number 16, Max, puts that up the boards. Coming up the right side is Thomas. Thomas couldn't make the inside move. Puck cut into the Alberta zone, though. Think Green moves it to the far side. Sharkey up the boards. Touched by Caleb. And back, Keenan's going to load up in his own zone. Make a pass to the far side. Tip through center. Ends up on the stick of Thomas. Thomas for Imperial coming into the Alberta zone. And it comes back out. Keenan dumps that back in. Delayed offside indicated, so Think Green Alberta has a bit of time to move it. Move to the far side. Goes from Lucas over to Lowick. Back to Lucas. Lucas trying to make a move. He's coming down the left wing. Here comes Lucas into the zone. He tries to rip it. Comes off the butt of his stick, off the end boards. Kept in the zone. Santi trying to come through the high slot. Turns around. Caden picking it up. Back to the line. Here's Lowick with a shot. Tipped just over. This seems to be the play that I think Green Alberta is going for. Caden moves to the right side. Here's Lowick with a bit of space. Rips one right into the midsection of Parker. We're going to get the whistle with 6:31 left in the first period. Certainly a little less chippy than we saw in the last game. It's pretty good hockey so far. Both teams getting some chances. Nothing too hard on the net yet. Imperial, with that 1-0 lead, scored about 6 minutes ago. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Imperial wins it. They move it behind their own net. Pinching in is Carson. Imperial moves that up the boards. It's held in the near corner. Cycle to the far side. Caden's going to pick up that puck. Centering pass kicked down low by Imperial. On the far side, Xander trying to move it. Centering pass comes out to Cohen. Turned around and Think Green Alberta is going to dump that into the Imperial zone. Oliver tried to move in the near side. Xander picks it up on the far boards. Turn around is Finn. Finn takes a high shot. Glove saved by Parker. And we'll get a stop here with 5:50 left in the first period. Face off will be on the far side in the Imperial Equities zone. Think Green Alberta, a lot of zone time in the last couple of minutes here. Nothing to show for it yet. Here's another chance as they line up on the near side. Think Green wins that. Lowick tried to put that down low. It's tipped by Aiden to the far side. Picking up the puck behind his own net, number 7. Number 7 is a call-up. Oh, tipped in front. There's a shot from the point. Justin tips it, but Parker able to track that down. Good reaction there by Parker Sneezewell. He gets the stop with 5:53 left in this first period. Comes over to the far side. Number 8 going down the left wing. Brogan in for Imperial Equities. Puck turned over by Case. Goes into the corner. A hooking penalty being issued to number 8, Brogan of Imperial Equities. And Think Green Alberta is going to be on their first power play of the game. Play whistle down with 5:19 left in the first period. Chance for Think Green Alberta to even the score if they're successful on this power play. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Think Green wins that. Back to the point. Here's Case with it. Goes to his right side to Damon. Damon's going to walk it down. Tipped behind the net. He picks it back up. Damon's still in possession. Wheeling it. Passed up to the line. Here's Case. Makes a move to his right. Puts it back down to Damon. Over to Case. Case with it. Back down to Damon. Damon puts it down low to Sharkey. Back to Damon. Couldn't receive the pass cleanly. Tipped in by Case. And send it down the ice. Xander's going to clear the zone. 4:50 left in your first period. 1:27 now left in the Think Green Alberta power play. Case goes to the near side to smash. Up to Lowick. Lowick gets into the zone, but there's going to be an offside call with 4:34 left in the first period. Line change occurring for both teams. 1:15 left in the Think Green Alberta power play. Face off just outside the Imperial Equity zone, right in front of their bench, actually. Finn's going to take this, win it for Alberta. Case goes to the Lowick on the right side. Lowick trying to dangle in. Puck eventually comes off his stick, and Xander puts him into the far boards. Xander picks up that puck. Clears the zone, coming over to the near side. Bauer's out to play, sets it up for Case. Case taking a look. Leaves it for Caden. Caden picks it up. Starts rushing it up the ice. He's going to come right down the middle. Make a move to the outside. Here's Caden on Parker. And Parker able to hold that arm in. He was trying to pick the far side of the net. Parker making a great save there off the rush from Caden. 4:02 left in the first period. 43 seconds left in the Think Green Alberta power play. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Think Green wins it, sends it back to the point. Loic over to Case. Case rips one. It's hard onto the pads and over into the near corner. Trying to pin it against the boards as Max and get it back. Finn wins that battle. Slides it over to Caden. Caden with it. Sitting in front is Bryce. Oh, that comes high and skirts back out. Think Green still in possession with it. Bryce ends up with the puck. Bryce sends it down low to Finn. Back to Bryce. That good stick there by Max. And they battle for it on the near boards. Comes back to the line. Case is going to keep it. Walk it down. Case coming down the left side. His pass to Finn intercepted. Comes back to Case though. Case, his shot hits a stick. Ends up high over the net. Back on the ice is Brogan. Imperial Equities has killed off their penalty. Think Green Alberta unsuccessful. Caden trying to come out. He's hit hard. Loading up. There's Xander. That's blocked by Case. He's feeling that one. He's going to try and limp towards the bench. Xander dumps that into the zone. Rolls over to the near side. Brogan returns it to the far corner. Rushing up to it is Carson. He's knocked down. Centering pass. Here's a shot by number 4 on to Bauer. Bauer able to drop down and hangs on to that. He saw the low shot coming, lines it up, and hangs on with 2:38 left in the first. Right off the killing of the penalty, Imperial Equities puts the pressure on in the Think Green zone. Earn a offensive zone face-off. Think Green wins it, puts the puck to the far side. Justin puts it out. Thomas picks it up, coming up the right wing. Thomas throws one low on Parker, and Parker, with the glove save, puts it into that play. 2:27 left in your first period, and Imperial Equities up 1-0. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Keenan tried to move that up the boards. Tipped out to center. Boston tried to dump it, but it stays on the line. Stolen by Eric. Eric coming down the left side. Low on Bauer, and Bauer hangs on for that one. Eric trying to rush it down the left side. Puts the snap shot on to Bauer, and he's going to hang on. Making the save with 2:13 left in the first period. Keeping it a one-score game. Face-off is going to be on the far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Damon and Brogan are going to, nope. Damon and Jacob going to line up. Coming away with that. Think Green, nope. Imperial Equities. Centering pass cleared away by Lucas. Comes up the near boards. And back into the Imperial zone. Max starts it off. Goes to the far side. Aiden tips that out to center. And Loic dumps that into the Imperial zone. Coming up the near side, Max tries to make the pass up to Max. Okay. There we got a Kulin and a Poland. I didn't notice that before. There it goes. Think Green Alberta up. Sharkey comes into the zone. His shot blocked. Reed tried to get a stick on it. Off the boards, but Loic keeps it in. Second attempt by Aiden gets that out. Lucas takes that. Dumps that into the Imperial zone. Max picks it up. Here's Lucas off the boards. Over to Sharkey. Sharkey rips one, and it's tipped wide. Down low. The call-up tries to make a pass out of the zone. Case keeps it in. Rolls behind for Kulin. Goes up the left side, up to Aiden. Aiden Wilson hitting the boards by Caden. Caden, centering pass, just behind Damon. Sharkey follows that up, comes up to Caden. Caden with it. Rips one on the Parker. Rebound available. Cleared away by Max. Up the near boards. Imperial trying to break out of their zone. That's turned around at center again. Case dumps that in the Imperial zone. Puck goes to the far side. Oliver West trying to come out the left side. Puck turned around at the neutral zone. Put up the near boards. Santi trying to chase it up. Oliver cuts him off. Oliver West with the puck, moving behind the net. Over to Max for Imperial. Centering pass. Nope, stays in the zone. Now it comes out. Hayden's going to try and make the inside move. Good stick by Ethan. No, sorry, that was Cohen. And the puck, as it was trying to be dumped back in the zone, ends up in the bench of Imperial Equities. And will reset and have the face-off just outside the Imperial zone, right in front of their bench. 11 seconds left in this first period. I think Green Alberta wins that face-off. Case dumps that in. Ends up behind the Imperial net. Gonna bounce out of the zone, and there's the buzzer on your first period. Imperial Equities scores with 12.5 minutes left in the first period. They'll head to the locker room with a 1-0 lead. See you after the break.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was talking with Valerie there, when she was testing it, I thought she meant it's ready the 23rd.
That's great.
I was supposed to take it this week or today, and it's too cold, so they're delaying it.
That's okay.
So I'll see if Tuesday or Wednesday. And we'll try and get that, see where you're at. Starting to play a little bit more. I'm good with any one of those. All right.
Well, there you go, folks. If you're listening in the background, Ryan Webb says any one of those numbers, calling it Sharky or Caden. I think there's a good chance the next goal is another tip. And if it's going to be Think Green, Alberta, I bet Loic is the one who winds it up, and one of the boys in front tips it in. Parker Sneezewell for Imperial Equities, certainly having a good game so far. Standing tall when he needs it. Mostly no rebounds. I think we only saw one good one there, and Think Green could really jump on it. Bauer on the other side, playing just as well. The goal against Tim was tipped. Here's the shot from the right point. Tipped in front, and it just made it in that far post and banked in. Think Green, Alberta, back on the bench. They're ready to go. We're just waiting for Imperial Equities. And there's a minute left on the clock here. Chris called the next goal. He said it's going to be in this period, and Think Green, Alberta is going to have it. Like the confidence from the other half of our streaming team when I couldn't be here. What's up? Nope, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to check that. Oh, so that's low. I gotta change that. Next period, folks. I got work to do. Right now, we're focused on the second. Welcome back to Mill Woods. It's CAC versus CAC. Puck goes into the Imperial zone. Dump back out to the neutral zone. Lowe takes it near side up to Bryce. Bryce up to Finn, who tips that into the right corner of the Imperial zone. He goes to chase it. Turning that back around. I think that's Dame Brogan sending that out. Not positive. Dumped into the Think Green zone. Trying to chase it back. Case comes up with the puck. Trying to put up the near boards. That's going to be held in the zone by Vander. Rolls around to the far corner. Caden takes a bump. Puck shoveled towards the net. Comes off the side. Think Green picks it up. Here's Finn, far side. Caden centering pass. Tipped at center, and it's going to end up in the Imperial zone. Max is going to start it, put it up the near boards, trying to chase it in is the right way. Come back to the point. There's Loke with the shot. Pad save, kick to the far boards. Think Green puts that out to center on the stick of Max. Back in his own zone. Lowe's going to set it up for Think Green, Alberta. Centering pass to Damon. Damon taps that to the right side to Caleb. Puts that into the Imperial zone. And Imperial, number 7. Well, it's not a Kosh, because I know a Kosh. Could be Nolan, Carson, or Kelsey. Nope, can't be Kelsey. That's a goalie. Shot. Deflected. Right in front. Off the rebound. Bauer makes the save. Set back to the right wing. Back to the right point. Down to the right wing. Number 14, Bennett, cycles it down low. Picking it up is Eric. Thrown out in front into the slot. Bauer makes the save off of Max. Mr. West, you're good. Battle for it near in the near corner. Max tried to put that up. Comes off the sideboards. Goes loose. Behind the Think Green Alberta bench. Case puts that. Tried to make a pass off the boards and ends up going all the way down the ice. We got an icing call with 17:50 left in the second period. 1-0 for Imperial Equities, as we'll have the face-off down in their offensive zone. Be the far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Put back to the right point. There's a shot. Doesn't make it there. Boston knocks that down. He felt that the whole way. Puck up for grabs on the near side. Boston stays on the ice. He's going to gut it out. Go to the far side. Thomas picks up the loose puck. Thomas, centering pass, looking for Justin. That's tipped, but Justin able to tip that into the Imperial zone. Pick it up on the near boards. It's Jackson. Returns back to the far side, and Keenan is going to start it off for Imperial Equities. He's trying to go up the right side. Loses the puck. Carson flips it back. Comes off Keenan. Carson back in his own zone. Snaps it to his right to Nate. He gets it up to Finn. Finn is going to dump that into the near corner. Takes a bump from Jackson. Puck goes to the far corner. Keenan tries to seal it against the side there. Here's Carson loading it up. He misses on the right side. Caden picks up the puck, trying to dance it in. Makes a little bit of room. Throws it high on Parker, and that's held. It bounces off home, stays out. Coming up the near side, number 15. Tristan, he's the goal scorer, put into the boards. And Nate looks like he's going to take... No, there's an interference penalty being issued to Carson. Carson Webb ending up in the box. Taking a 2-minute penalty for interference. Okay, I'll come back to that. Face-off won by Imperial, centered, but the puck's put free. Eric at the line, moves it to the right side. Return back to Eric. Eric trying to go down to the slot. Puck comes off his stick and it hops towards Bauer. Bauer's going to hang on to that one. Puck in the Imperial Equity zone. Now it's, Think Green able to send that and clear the zone. 1:30 left in the Imperial power play. Kept in the zone. Damon has the puck come over to him. Big hit by Reed. Just loosened up that puck. And Damon heads towards the net, but he can't catch up to the puck, and Parker's going to come out and put a stop to play with 16:01 left in your second period. Faceoff will be on the near side inside the Imperial zone. Imperial wins that, but jumping on that is Thomas. Keeps it behind the net. Sharkey puts it off the board, so back to the point for Loic. Loic is going to fire that to the opposite corner. Sharkey jumps onto it. He tried to move that back to the point, but that's dumped down the ice by number 21, Nicholas. It'll be an icing call with 15:44 left in the second period. As we head back down into the Imperial zone. We'll have the face-off on the far side. There'll be 1:05 left in the Imperial power play. Let's just double check that. Double check that. Okay. Quit playing. I'll fix it at the period break. Think Green dumps that back in the Imperial zone again. Keenan going to start it off for his team, going to the far side up to Max. Max, cross-ice pass, hits. Max in stride. His shot blocked by Loic. Picking it up behind the net is Eric. Eric dumps it back for Max, trying to go on the short side, and it hops in. Don't know how it went in. Bauer seemed to seal that side of the net, but it must have just popped up on him. Ends up in the back of the net. And it's 2-0 for Imperial on that power play goal. Goal comes 15-16 left in the second period. And Imperial Equities jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Imperial wins the faceoff. They put that into the Think Green zone. Nate has it, dumps it behind the net for Carson. Carson comes up the near side. Caden centering pass. That's knocked down by Cohen. Returned back by Max into the Think Green zone. And Carson puts it up the near side. Caden over to Finn. Finn puts that in front, wide of the net. Jumped on it is Santi. Santi tries to move that over to Caden. Put up the near boards. Kept in the zone. Santi tries to put the hit on Max, but Max has a little bit of size on him. Puck comes over to Oliver. Oliver's going to go up the right side. He puts it off the glass and all the way down the Think Green Alberta zone, where icing will be called with 14:28 left in the second period. Imperial Equities scores are, midway through the first period. And they just scored recently after a power play. They were up 2-0. Think Green Alberta still searching for an answer. Face-off will be in the Imperial zone, far side of the ice. And it's won by Think Green. Thomas puts that into the corner. Picking it up is Spots in front. There's a quick shot by Justin. And Parker able to make that save. Thomas puts a shot almost from center onto Bauer. He tracks it down, reaches over, and makes the stop. Holding on to it with 14:12 left in your second period. Face off near side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Nate puts that behind the net over to Carson. Carson up to Thomas. That's sealed in the far side by Keenan. His shot goes through the slot over to the near side. Justin tips that out to center, looking for Boston to jump on. Couldn't get to it. No icing there. Face off, puck on the far side. Returned behind the net by Tristan. Battle for it on the near boards. Nate keeps that in the zone, trying to walk it down. He's skating it to the far side now. Nate coming on his backhand, couldn't get that centering pass to go. Puck comes off his stick. Keenan moves to the far side, but Damon intercepts it. Put it into the corner. Keenan takes that puck, puts it down low. In to help is Jacob. Jacob comes away with it. He puts it behind the net, looking for Jackson. Battle for it in that near corner. Think Green keeping it in the zone, but Imperial keeping them to the outside. Keenan is going to put that down the ice. We'll call in a tipped. Icing waved off. Bauer goes behind his net to stop the puck, sets it up for Nate. Nate with it. Going to the far side. That's tipped off the far glass. Damon battles against number 11, Aiden. And the puck's put into the Imperial zone. Battle for it on those near boards. Imperial coming out. Coming out to center. Nate on the back check. Chips that puck. It goes into the Think Green Alberta zone. Rolls around to the far corner. Sharky's going to pick it up. Comes out to the neutral zone. Setting it up. Number 7. That's got to be Carson. Carson Eagle. Dumped in the far side into the Think Green Alberta zone. Carson moves it. Centering pass. Comes back to the point now. Max with the shot. Pad save Bauer. Puck goes into the far corner. Rolls up the boards. Keeping in the zone is Max Poulin. Carson going to end up in the box second time this period. With 11:52 left in your second period, Carson back in the box. And Think Green Alberta has another one to kill off. Face off near side in the Think Green zone. Put up the boards. Keenan has it. Taking a look. Slides it to the right side over to, I think that was Max. Battled for it down low. Eric throws it down low to number 8. Number 8 is Brogan. Spins around behind the net. Taking that away is Case. Case gets it. Gets it up to Thomas. Thomas throws it back to the line. That's held in by Max. Looks like it hurt his leg doing it, but it stays in Think Green Alberta zone. Boston chips it, and Boston's away. Coming down the right wing. No, he goes to the bench instead. Leaves it for Keenan to pick up in his own zone. Set it up behind the Imperial net. 1:15 left in the Imperial power play. They lose the puck again. Lucas is going to clear the zone. 1:10 left in the Imperial power play. Max Poulin starting it off. Goes to the right side to Keenan. Too far for him. Case puts that out to center. Finn tips that. Following that up is Brogan. Brogan gets that into the Think Green Alberta zone. And Lucas puts him into the corner. Dropped for Eric. Eric tried to make the power move towards the net. That comes off his stick. Thrown up to the side. Bauer seals it off on the near post. And we'll get a whistle with 10:37 left in this second period. Imperial Equities on the power play. And they're up 2-0. We'll also have the face-off in the Think Green Alberta zone near side of the ice. 45 seconds left in the Imperial power play. Imperial wins that face-off. Number 4, Oliver, goes to the right side up to 21, Nicholas. His shot was blocked. Thomas comes in to help out. Nate takes the puck away from him. He turns around and he fires it down the ice. 30 seconds left in the Imperial power play. Max Kugelin picks up. No, this is Xander, picking up the puck, starting the breakout, makes the pass to the left side to Benning. Bennett puts it up to, there's an offside call. And we'll get the whistle with 10:08 left in the second period. Imperial Equities will have 16 seconds left in their power play. Imperial wins that face-off. Thomas coming down the left side. He's smoked into the boards. There's a big arm up. Whistle goes. There's a big old scuffle in the Think Green Alberta zone. Refs are talking about who they want to put into the box, because they both raise their arms at the same time. Damon's going. Oh, and so is Benny. Damon the Destroyer and Benny the Bully. Holding hands, heading into the penalty box together. Play stops, 10:02 left in the second period. No indication of who's getting the extra penalty, but I'm thinking somebody is. And it appears Think Green Alberta is going to be taking the extra penalty. My guess it'll be 5-on-3 for 10 seconds. And then a minute 50 of regular power play for Imperial Equities. Think Green Alberta down. And they're being a little chippy about it. Well, my apologies, folks. Yeah, they went in the penalty box together. It's going to be 5-on-4. Yeah, no, it's 5-on-3 and then 5-on-4. Face off, near side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Equities wins it. Pass to the right point. Front. Bauer makes the save. Nate picks it up off the boards. Keenan keeps it in at the line. Now it comes out. Keenan has to reset. Pressured by Jess. Handed over to number 16, Max Poulin. He's going to go down the right side. Drop pass for number 12, Max Kuglin. Over to left side to Keenan. High shot. Bauer tracks that down. He'll make the save. And we'll reset play with 9:36 left in the second period. Yeah, I know. I can't just leave things alone. Face off near side in Think Green Alberta zone. They try and clear it, but Keenan keeps it in on the left point. He sends it down the boards. I believe Brogan is in possession of the puck. He's trying to cycle out. He falls. Nate couldn't catch up to it. Jumping on it is Max. Puts it back to the point to Keenan. Keenan tried to go cross ice to Eric. Puts it in the far corner. Lucas got a hold of it, but Eric got it back. Back to the point. There's a shot by Max at the point. Off the pad, and Nate is going to take that and send it down the ice. 1 minute left in the power play for Imperial Equities. 9 minutes left in the second period. Going down the right side is Kuglin. Put into the Alberta zone. Shot. Oh, another one, and missing by a little bit was Max Poulin. Kept in at the line by Max Kuglin. Good shot on to Bauer. Bauer's going to hang on to that one. And they gave me just enough time to make that fix. I'm happy with that. Face off far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Imperial wins it, sends it into the far corner. Moving it down low is Jacob. Putting it back to the point to Max. That's intercepted by Case. Case up the far boards. Back to play it is Oliver. He's put it into the boards. Coming out to help Imperial Equities. Back to Max. His cross-ice pass. He was looking to break out Tristan. That didn't work. And Caleb's going to dump that into the Imperial Equity zone. That does it to the penalty to Damon. He's back on the ice. Think Green Alberta back to full strength. There's a shot from the point. Xander. And it rolls back to Oliver. Right point, his shot to knock down in front of the net. Cleared away by Think Green Alberta. Centering pass up to Damon. Damon, fresh out of the box. Here he comes. Left wing. Shot on to Parker Sneezewell. Parker's going to hang on to that one. Quickly jump over, block that, back to here, and we're ready to go again. 7:35 left in the second period. 2-0 for Imperial Equities. Face off, far side in the Imperial zone. They win the face off, goes in the far corner, but Think Green Alberta jumps on it. Sharkey moves to the near side. Going down for it is Lucas. Lucas battling for it in that near corner. Winning that battle is Brogan. Sends it to the far side for Imperial. Held in by Evan at the line. He whiffs on the shot. Brogan picks it up. Brogan with some space. Coming down the right side. Rips it. Bauer with the save. Pulling up. And it stays out. Knocking the net off is Brogan. And the face-off will come outside of the zone on the far side of the ice of the Think Green Alberta zone. 7:12 left in your second period. 2-0 for Imperial Equities. Caden wins the face-off. I think Green Alberta back to Case on left D. Up the boards to Santi. His centering pass knocked down by Imperial, and they come into the zone offside. Whistle goes. 7:02 left in this second period. Face-off will go right back to the same spot. Far side of the ice, just outside the, I think, Green Alberta zone. Oh, I take that back. Face-off near side, the Green Alberta zone. Or outside. Case has it. He's coming down the left wing. Evades one check. Trying to carry it down low. Battling against Oliver. Tips the puck into the near corner. Caden goes to pick it up against Xander. Tip back behind the Imperial net. Jumping on that is Finn in front. Caden with a shot. Parker with an awesome save. Nate turns around. He fires one straight into Thomas. Deflected into the near boards. Nate's going to go down. Try and get it back. Oh, Nate's still in possession with it. Oh, in front looking for Santi. And Santi couldn't get a hard shot off. It bounces towards Parker. And Parker finds the puck and covers it up with 6:29 left in this second period. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Quick shot just wide of the net. Imperial picks it up behind their own net. Max moves to the side. Justin, there's a shot. Blocked. Justin couldn't get it back off. Goes up in the spectator netting. Tipped there, so we'll have the face off. Still in the Imperial Equity zone. So I see Bennett still sitting in the box over there. He must have gotten a 10-minute misconduct. We'll see him later in the period, I guess. Face off near side in the Imperial zone. Slid over. Trying to pick that up was Carson. Put up the near boards. Loic couldn't keep that in. At center. Imperial tips that into the zone. Shot goes right through the slot from Max Poulin. Kept in the line by Max Kuglin. Turned over, and here's Boston. Passes it over to Justin. He had his stick checked. Coming out is Brogan. He's put into the boards. Turned around at the neutral zone. Comes back. Here's number 16. There's the shot. I think that's Max. Blocked. And Thomas puts that up the boards and down into the Imperial zone. We'll get a whistle for icing with 5:31 left in the second period. Good battle between these two teams. Face-off going to be down in the, I think, Green Alberta zone. Jumping on that is Sharkey. Puts that out to center. He's pulled down by number 6, Jackson. And Imperial coming back the other way. Evan for, I think, Green goes on the far side. Over to Nate. Nate checked behind his own net. There's going to be a battle for it. Put into the near corner. Damon with it. Hops up on the glass. Comes out to center, and Eric's going to dump that back in the Think Green Alberta zone. Nate, back in his own zone. Wheels to the far side. Puts it up the boards. Keenan returns that back to the blue line of Think Green Alberta. Evan skates it up to center and dumps that in the Imperial zone. Jackson starting off behind his own net. Up to Eric. Too far for him. There's a shot by Nate. Pad saved by Parker. Tip back to the point from Damon to Evan. Evan sends it down low, looking for Damon. Intercepted by Tristan. Reed intercepts it. He puts it behind the net. Sharkey trying to skate up to it now. Imperial taking that out to center. Here's Eric going down the right side. Eric into the Think Green Alberta zone. He just dumps it, puts it behind the net. Nate's going to start it off for Think Green Alberta, going to the far side. Reed checked by Keenan. Comes over to Evan. He's knocked down. Thomas picks it up. So he tried to return that back to Nicholas off his stick. Back at the point, here's Xander. Down to Thomas, intercepted by Damon. That's sent down the ice. And icing called with 3:45 left in the second period. Face off, far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Comes back to the point. There's a shot by Oliver, tipped wide. Battle for it in that near corner. Finn comes away with that loose puck. He cycles to the far side, flips it out to center, looking for Caden. Caden puts that forward, intercepted by Oliver. Oliver over to Xander. Xander puts that into the Think Green zone. Case takes over. Case takes a look, starts skating with it. He's checked at center by Thomas, but Case gets back, dumps it into the Imperial zone. Xander picks it up for Imperial behind his own net. That's stopped by Finn, put into that far corner. Tip forward, Thomas is going to end up with it. Centering pass from Xander, looking for Thomas again, intercepted by Case. Comes back out to center. Case puts that right back in the Imperial zone. There's 3 minutes to go in the second period. Caden cycles around. He's in the Imperial zone. Makes a pass to the near side. Caden's still in possession with it, cycling it down low. Wheeling around to the far side, back to Case at the point. Case rips one low on Parker. Parker makes the save. Return back to that far corner. Caden to Finn, back to Caden. Caden trying to cycle it out, battling off of Thomas. Here's Case, walking it down. There's a shot. Comes off the face mask of Parker over to the near corner. Loic with it. Loic, backhand, just misses the near post. Finn with it. Thomas is going to take that and send it down the ice. And we'll get an icing call with 2:16 left in the second period. Think Green Alberta really putting the pressure on. They're firing it at net. They're not missing by much, but still, Parker making enough saves to keep it out of the net. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Think Green wins it. Here's Thomas trying to go down low. Turns around, feeds it in front. That's knocked down by number 7, Carson. Battle for it on those near boards. It's going to come out to center. Max gets to it in Think Green Alberta zone. Lucas ends up with the loose puck. Up to Justin, up to Thomas. Thomas to Boston. Boston, blocker save. Big rebound cleared away by Imperial. Coming up the right side, Max. He loses that center. Brogan's going to take that and dump that in the Think Green zone. Arm up on the ref. Think Green Alberta going to be on... No, that was a delayed offside. Didn't expect that. Return back in the Imperial zone up the right side. Number 12, Max, puts it up the boards to number 11, Aiden. Aiden with the shot. Bauer makes the save. Rebound. Return right back into Bauer. And he's going to hang on with 1:16 left in the second period. Face-off will be near side in the Imperial zone. Or, sorry, in the Think Green Alberta zone. Check that. Linesman's on the far side. So far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. 1:16 left in the second period. Think Green wins that face-off. They put it behind their own net. Here's Loic picking it up. Loic returns behind his own net. Reverses. Now turns back. He's going to head up the ice with it. Loic skating. Tried to make the inside move. Puck comes off the stick. Xander puts that up the boards for Imperial. Held in the line by Think Green. Puck comes back to Xander. He's going to use the boards again. Comes out to the neutral zone. Picking that up on the rush to Tristan. Goes to the left wing. Good stick by Case. Knocks that loose. Case moves the puck to the far side. Here's Bryce with it. Bryce puts that out to center. Xander intercepts that. Puts it up the near side. Looking for Eric. Comes into the Think Green Alberta zone. There's a shot low on Bauer. Bauer makes the save. Cleared away by Case. Kept in the line by Oliver for Imperial. It's going to roll around to the near side. Puck hops high off the glass. Eric picks it up behind the Think Green net. Puts it back to the point for Oliver. Oliver tried to put that down low. Finn chops that. Coming down the left wing. Xander's going to get there first. Caden was ever so close to breaking out. Centering pass into the Think Green zone. Icing called. And there's 4.5 seconds left in the second period. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. Imperial jumps on that, carries it out to center, and that's going to do it. At the end of 2, Imperial Equities 2, Think Green Alberta 0. We'll head into our second intermission, take a pause, and we'll see ya for the third period in about 13 minutes.
Yeah. It's not cooked. The puck's been more in our end, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah. I think. You going out of town this week? Tomorrow. Where are you going? Calgary.
We're staying in Calgary.
Saturday and home.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Millwoods Rink. Wearing the white jerseys, we have CAC Think Green Alberta. They're down 2-0 to CAC Imperial Equities, who are wearing those fancy dark jerseys. Here we go on the third period. And winning the face-off, Imperial, they put it into the Think Green Alberta zone. Puck ends up behind the Think Green net. Case puts it over to the near side. Nope, Loic to Case. Case tries to skate it out. He loses the handle. Dumped back in by Jacob onto Bauer. Loic ends up with the puck. He dumps it behind his own net. Case is going to start this off. Case cross-ice pass looking for Caleb. He's trying to squeak in. Too far for him. Returning it, or going D to D, is Carson. Case is going to put that back in the Imperial zone. Coming out with it is Max. Max loses it at center to Caleb. Comes back to Nate. Nate dumps that off the boards and into the Imperial zone. Reeling around to the near side. Carson. Turned around at center. Lucas takes that, dumps that back into the Imperial zone. Max puts there on that side. Here's Nate. High shot off the glass. Lucas on the near side keeps it in. It's going to dump it into the near corner. Carson moves there into the far side. Tipped into the neutral zone by Tristan. Coming back for it is Thomas. Put it into the Imperial zone. Nate's going to go try and carry it down low. Here's Thomas pinning against those boards. Lucas puts that into the near corner. Comes back to Thomas. He couldn't handle it. Putting that out to center is number 8, Brogan. Goes from Thomas over to Tristan on the near side. Turned around in the neutral zone. Battle for it right in front of the Think Green Alberta bench. Thomas picks it up. Goes to the right to Damon. Damon. Puck checked off his stick. Goes back. Puts it off the side of the net. Turn it around. Finn got a... through the slot and all the way back out. Tipped into the neutral zone and coming back into the Think Green Alberta zone is Loic. He's hit into the boards by Nicholas. Thomas comes away with the puck. Keenan turns that around to center, puts a shot on to Bauer. Evan picks it up behind his own net. Puts it up to center. Sharkey avoids the check, comes out to center with it. That's checked by Xander and put back in the Think Green Alberta zone. Loic starts it off, sees a bit of space, skates out a bit, and then passes to his left to Sharkey. Nope, Finn, sorry. Finn skates that up to center and dumps that in the Imperial zone. Xander for Imperial moves it off the boards, intercepted by Finn. Finn puts it back in the corner now. It comes out. Here's Loic. Case's shot deflected by Cohen to the far boards. Sharkey tried to make the pass up to Loic. And puck comes loose and all the way back into the Think Green Alberta zone. Case sets it up for Loic. Loic skates around in his own zone. Goes to the far side. Tipped forward by Sharkey. Sharkey tips it over to the near boards. Skating onto it is Finn. He battles against Max. And that's going to come out of the Think Green Alberta zone. Number 4, Oliver, hit on the near boards. Puck comes loose in the Think Green Alberta zone. Case picks it up for Think Green. Put out to center by Finn and dumped in the Imperial Equities zone. Xander picks it up in his own zone, puts it up to center. That's intercepted by Caleb. Caleb off the boards. Caleb taking it down the right wing. In front for Justin. That's cleared away by Imperial. Xander picks it back up again off the glass. Lucas couldn't quite track it down. It's going to come out back into the Think Green Alberta zone, where Nate will start off for his team. Nate going to the far side, up to Caleb. Caleb centering pass, knocked down by Eric for Imperial. Puck comes off the boards and out to the neutral zone. Imperial in possession with it. They move it down the right side. It's going to wheel around. Nate picks it up for Think Green. His centering pass tipped by number 15, Tristan. Shot from the near boards. Doesn't make it to the net. Reed puts that out to center. Off the far boards. Arm up. Parker's going to come out. Negate the icing call. And Jackson starts it off. Gets it over to Keenan. Keenan. Here comes Benny. Down the left side. There's a low shot. Bauer out to make the save. Play stops, 15:08 left in the third period. Face off will be far side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Imperial comes away with the puck back to the point. There's a shot knocked down. Another shot from the left point, and Bauer sees that, tracks it. Play stops again with 15 minutes left in your third period. Face off, far side again. Coming away with the puck is Imperial. The cycle below their net. Up the near boards. Evan with it. He couldn't escape out of the zone. Comes back to Thomas. Thomas puts it in the corner. Max putting the forecheck on. There's a shot by Thomas. Look for Benny in front. Skips through the zone. Put back. Up the boards. And at center, Max Kugelin puts that back into the Think Green Alberta zone. Coming out with it low. He's going to skate it out. Make a pass to his left over to Thomas. Thomas puts that into the Imperial zone. And Max is going to pick that up for Imperial. Up the far boards looking for Carson. Pace in front. There's a shot on Parker. Cleared away by Imperial. Nate for Think Green has that at center. Puts up the boards. Up to Damon. Damon dumps that in the zone. Goes to a bench for a line change. Max Kugelin behind his own net. Puts it off to the end. Centering pass. Santi puts the hit on. Puck stays in the zone. Finn has in the high slot on his backhand. He tries to slide it back to Santi through the wheelhouse. Here's Caden in front. Here, everybody. Here's Nate. He's going to rip one right into number 18 for Imperial. Cleared away by number 9, Jacob. And down the ice where Nate picks it up. Tries to move it to Santi. That's intercepted by number 9, Jacob. And then it's put up the near boards. Race for it. Here's Caden with it. Caden couldn't make the inside move. Oliver picks up the puck in his own zone. Finn gives him a check. Puck comes loose. Coming away with it is Jacob. Pass out to 11. Now lost at center. Nate takes it. Looking for Caden. That's intercepted by Xander. And number 11, Aiden, is going to put that down the ice. Dumping it in the Think Green Alberta zone. Lucas starts off. He's checked, so Nate's going to go back and grab the puck. Nate trying to go up the right side. That's knocked down by Aiden and put back in the Think Green Alberta zone. Lucas with it. Over to Reed. Reed to Lucas. Turned around the neutral zone again. Here's Reed with it. Reed coming out of his own zone. Checked at the line by Bennett. And picking up the loose puck is Evan. He loses that center. Dumped in the Think Green Alberta zone by Tristan. Bowers sets it up for Lucas. Lucas reverses, go to the far side to Bryce. Coming in to help is Reed. Kicked down below the Think Green Alberta net. Cycled over to the near side. Evan with it. Evan up the near boards, tipped out to center. It's going to go all the way down the ice. Icing waved off. Sharky picks it up off the boards, throws it down into the corner. Bryce couldn't make the down low move. Comes back to the line. Here's Loic with it. Down low for Bryce. Bryce in front for Sharky. Sharky with a shot. And it's available. Still loose. Sharky rips one. And Parker able to keep it out. Play stops. 11:34 left in the third period. Great chance there. Sharky just sitting low in the slot. Snaps one. Parker able to make that save. Okay. Face off will be in the Imperial zone. Face off near side in the Imperial zone. Thomas is going to line up against Damon. Scrambled free. Loic load up but couldn't release it. Boston was able to loosen up that puck. Keenan goes below. Boston tries to move it over to the near corner. He has to battle against Thomas. Thomas wins that, puts it up the near side, stays in. Nate throws that into the far corner. Boston goes in, battles against Keenan for it. Keenan wins that. Back to the point though. Here's Loic, rips one low, tipped. Still available in the high slot, cleared away by Imperial. Loic comes back to center to pick it back up. Loic going to the far side. Benny steals that puck, comes into the Alberta zone. Nate picks it up. He's going to set it up for his team. Damon tried tipping that forward, but that's knocked down by number 6, Jackson. Comes back to Loic. Skates back to his own zone. Passes it to Nate. Nate up to Finn. Finn makes the inside move. Finn coming into the zone. Down the left wing. He puts the puck into the near corner. And as Imperial Equities gets a hold of it, there's an interference call against Jackson Turcotte with 10:46 left in the third period. And Think Green Alberta gonna have a power play here. About halfway through the third period, time to put themselves on the board. Here's their chance. Face off far side in the Imperial Equity zone. Comes back to Nate. Nate over to Case. Case rips it. Glove save. Puck available. Over to Caden. Caden misses the far post. Case pinches down. Case. Xander gets a stick on it, but Caden ends up with it. Back to Case. Case. Skating around. Over to Caden. Caden down to Finn. Finn back to Caden. His shot blocked. Comes over to Caden. And Thomas is going to steal that, send it down the ice. Puck back in the Think Green Alberta zone. Case leaves it for Caden. Caden comes up the near side of the ice. Trying to outskate the team. Getting down low. There's the shot blocker save. Comes up high. Cleared to the far boards. Comes out to center with it. Case intercepts that at center. Skates it up the right wing. Case drops it for Caden. Caden in front. Nate with a load of room. Rips it low. Pad save by Parker. Nate retrieves the puck. Back to the point for Case. Case slides it down low for Finn. Finn trying to go through. Goes past to the far boards. Nate pinches in. Sends it down low. Xander couldn't clear it. Here's Brogan with it. He puts it up the middle of the ice, and it's going to go all the way down the ice to Bauer. Bauer slips trying to play it. 30 seconds left in the power play as Case starts off. Case up the near side to Sharky. Sharky with it. Left pass to Boss. Here comes Boss. In front. Damon has it. Cycles down. Over to Boston. Boston. Damon to Lucas. Here's Damon. Try and come down the left. There's the shot. Rises on him. Over the net it goes. Lucas couldn't keep it in on the far boards. Back on the ice is number 6 Jackson. And I think Green Alberta couldn't score on the power play. Here comes Sharkey. Come down the right wing. In front. Backhand. Then Boston just misses the far side. Sharkey with it. Back up to Boston. He tried putting it back to the point. That's intercepted. Boston knocks him down. And he's going to end up in the box. Spin against the boards. Just blow the whistle. Wasn't going anywhere. And Boss heading into the box, taking a penalty with 7:55 left in the third period. Puts Imperial Equities back on the power play. Face off far side in the near side in the Think Green Alberta zone. Imperial Equities starting a power play. They win the face off. It's dumped behind the net. It's going to go to the far side. Return back into the corner. Here's Loic. That's intercepted by Eric for Imperial. Put back to the point for Max. Back down to Eric. Back to the point for Max. Imperial keeping the puck in the zone. Broken down there, battling for it too. Going down low. Puck comes off the side of the net. Lucas puts it to the outside. Bax is going to keep it in for Imperial Equities. Move it to the left side to Keenan. Keenan with the shot. That's blocked by Caleb. Put down low. Cycles over to the near corner. Put back to the point. Max with the shot. Bauer able to kick that to the far corner. Keenan with it. Sends it down low for Eric. Eric battling for Imperial Equities against Lucas. Tried to put that into the slot. Comes out high. Max cycles over and keeps that into the zone. Goes to the far side. Directed behind the net. Put back to the point. Makes the inside move. Puck comes off his stick into the high slot. Back to the point again. Keenan puts it into the near corner. Eric picks it up. Cross ice pass for Max. Keenan is going to end up in the box. He took a interference penalty. And that will finish off the power play. We'll play 4-on-4 for 35 seconds. And then Think Green Alberta will be back on the power play. Keenan, 2-minute interference penalty called with 6:30 left in the third period. Face off in the Imperial zone. They win it. Take it into the near corner. Xander puts it up the boards for Brogan. Brogan tracked down by Caden. Comes out to center and back in the Think Green Alberta zone. Nate's going to start it off. Nate goes to the far side, looking for Santi. That's intercepted by Xander. Comes back to Nate, though. Nate at center with her. Back to Case. Case drops it, leaves it for Nate. Nate's going to go down the right side of the ice. Carry it in the right wing. Dumps it. Moves it over to Santi on the left wing. He puts it back into the near corner. Xander tracks that down. Oliver gets a hold of it. He sends it down the ice. Bauer grabs it. Bauer sets it up for Nate. Think Green Alberta now on the power play for 1:10. Caden tracked down by Thomas. Takes the puck away. Gets it back to Xander. And Xander is going to clear that down. And it's blown down for the high stick. 5:28 left in your third period. Think Green Alberta on the power play for 57 seconds. They take the face off their own zone, win it. Nate moves it behind the net for Case. Case Couldn't get it to Nate. Number 12 sends it down the ice for, or that's Max sending it down for Imperial. Here's Finn starting it off. Finn skating it out. Skating it through the middle. Finn taking it out on the far side. Drops it back for Damon. Damon with it. Back to the point for Nate. Nate back to Damon. Damon walking it in. There's a shot. Glove save. Finn throws that back in front. And Parker gonna track that down. Hangs on with 4:45 left in the third period. 14 seconds left in the power play for Think Green Alberta. They're going to have the face-off in their offensive zone, far side of the ice. There's only 2 players on the ice for Imperial Equities at the moment. Now they're going to bring 2 more out. Line changes quite delayed from Imperial Equities in the third period. Think Green Alberta wins the face-off. There's a shot by Loic. Steered aside. Back in that corner. In front, there's a shot. Hops up high. Backhand. Finn trying to jam it away. And Parker able to track it down once more. Play stops. 4:32 left in the third period. 1 second left in the penalty for Keenan of Imperial Equities. Face off far side in the Imperial zone. They're going to send it down the ice. Comes up to Keenan. He kicks it and Loic takes over. Loic up the boards to Damon. He chips that into the Imperial Equities zone. Xander back to play. Trying to move it around Bryce. Comes into the near corner. Comes out to the neutral zone. And back in the Imperial Equity zone. 4:04 left in your third period. Here's Finn with it. Finn in front through the high slot over to the far boards. Damon back to the point for Loic. Loic turns. There's a stick save by Parker. Finn with it. Too far for Bryce. Off the boards. Loic with it again. His shot knocked down by number 21, Nicholas, and dumped down. Icing will be called with 3:35 left in the third period. Puck will be moved down into the near side of the Imperial Equity zone. Directed behind the Imperial Equities net. Carson trying to battle for it. He rolls off a check, puts it off the glass. Thomas got a stick on it, but Evan keeps it in at the line. Carson trying to move it again. Here's Reed with it. Reed fires it. Blocker save. Tipped. Oh, and it stays out. Justin almost had that. Coming up the boards. Eric puts that out. Kept in the zone by Think Green Alberta. Max is going to put that out, looking for Thomas. Thomas had that blocked by Evan. Evan comes up the right wing. Thomas picks it up for, I think, Green Alberta. Dumps that in the Imperial Equity zone. Justin couldn't get a stick on it. Pops out loose. Here's Caden. Makes a move to the right. Throws it out. Blocker save. Cleared away by Imperial Equities. Number 15, Tristan, trying to split the D. He's knocked down. Puck comes over to Caden. Caden up to Finn. Finn off the boards and into the Imperial Equity zone. Xander with it. He's going to put that out to center. Nate waiting for it there. 2:18 left in your third period. Puck comes up to Caden. Caden trying to go out the right side. Jam forward. Case grabs that at center again. Over to Caden. Caden tips that forward, looking for Finn. Puck hops into the Imperial Equities bench. Whistle goes with 2 minutes left in your third period. Face off, front of the Imperial bench. Think Green wins that face off, goes all the way back into their own zone. Nate has to start it off for his team. They're really running out of time here. Caden makes the pass over to the near corner. Caleb with it. Back to Loeck. Loeck. Pinned against the boards. Coming back for it is Finn. Finn. Up to Caleb. Intercepted by Imperial Equities. Jackson out to center. Here's Nate. Trying to hold into, coming into the zone. Offside called, and we'll stop with 1:26 left in the third period. Imperial Equities able to keep Think Green away from the net. Done a pretty good job on defense this evening. They're a minute 26 away from coming away with the win. Far side, number 10, Xander dumps that into the Think Green Alberta zone. Bauer stops it. Nate picks it up. Nate over to Caleb. Caleb up to Damon. He's checked. Or check for Imperial, doing great. Up to Caden. Caden tips that into the zone. Put up the near boards. Bauer's on the bench. Sharkey is the extra attacker. Less than a minute to go in your third period. Here's number 12 coming out. Turned around in the neutral zone. Sharkey couldn't quite get it off the boards. Nate waits for it. 43 seconds left in the third. Nate skating it up the near side. Here comes Nate. Drop for Sharkey. Puts it back for Finn. Imperial grabs that. Puts it out to the neutral zone. 28 seconds left. Loeck waits for his teammate to tag up. Now he goes in the right wing. Drop pass for Nate. Nate waits for traffic in front. Moves over to the near side. Spins around. Caden. Back to Loeck. Back to Nate. There's a rip wide. 5 seconds left. And Imperial Equities takes this one. And it's 1-1-1 in the series. Think Green Alberta couldn't get it together tonight. Parker Steeswell earns the shutout for Imperial Equities. And Think Green Alberta heads to their zone stunned. Good battle here with both CAC teams coming away with the win. Think Green Alberta gets it 2-0 with a goal in the first and in the second. Only penalties were called in the third period. And we'll shake hands. And we will see you folks Saturday night, 7:30 from Collingwood, where Think Green Alberta will be taking on Lloydminster. See ya. You're welcome. Take care. And we'll, congratulations to Imperial Equities. And Think Green Alberta returns to the ice Saturday evening. Thanks for tuning in.